Morning, everybody. 안녕하세요. Joanna Chimieo. I'm speaking Korean because I'm gonna have some kimchi this morning. So I gotta get in the spirit. Yeah, kimchi with egg whites is awesome for the pre-workout. It tastes really good, and kimchi is a great vegetable because it's fermented and it's got a bit of salt too. So I don't eat it too much. But it's great for a pre-workout meal. So we're gonna hit that. That's a little bit different than my normal schedule now, because usually, if you saw my last video, I usually start the day with the fasted cardio and then later in the day I lift. But today we're gonna lift in the early afternoon because I had a refeed meal yesterday, which means I had a little bit more carbs than I would usually have. So I want to make use of those carbs to have a good lift instead of just burning it away on the treadmill. And we're going to hit some cardio after that lift, and then we're going to go back to the gym tonight to do our cardio and abs. So kind of like the opposite of what I usually do. But I like nighttime cardio too. It helps me sleep a little better. So that's the goal. Today we're going to hit this is a brand. I mean, homemade kimchi is better, but as you know, I don't know how to make it. So if you're watching this and you want to give me some homemade kimchi that your grandmother made, I will love you forever. I'll give you a nice little shout out. We're just going to do 300 grams of egg whites. This is a lifesaver. I'm telling you guys that if you don't know much about dieting and you want to lose weight, egg whites are the GOAT, right? This shit is like 30 calories and 7 grams of protein. So I usually do about 300 grams of these egg whites, and it comes out to like some crazy amount. Like it's like 45 grams of protein and like 250 calories. So it's pretty insane. So we're gonna have this. We're gonna lift, do some cardio. Back day. Love back day. I feel like I've been lacking on back day because my shoulders have been so tight lately. So I really need a good back day today. So please give me a good back, please. Okay, all right, I gotta cook this. I'm gonna cook this. I'm gonna have my vitamins, finish packing my gym bag, and then we're gonna be off to the gym. This fucking pre-workout, RIP to Rich Piana.
Hey, what's up everyone? The secret to getting big.
This goddamn pre-workout, I just ordered this, and it came yesterday. It came Saturday. So the first time I tried it was yesterday. And like, I took one full scoop and I thought I was going to pass the fuck out or die. Like it was an insane pump. It was an awesome pump, and I burned close to like 1,000 calories just on the shoulder or just on the chest workout itself. So that was great. But I was like, I almost met Rich Piana yesterday. So I might only have to do a half scoop. Over in the last like 15 years of my like exercise experience, I've tried like 10 or 20 or 30 different pre-workouts, and that's the only one I've ever had where I feel like the recommended one scoop is too much. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but sick pump, burned a lot of calories, but I almost died. So depends on your goal. Okay, so I just got off the bus. I have like about like a 7-minute walk to the gym from the bus stop. We're going to a different gym. It's the same brand, just a different location, different branch as the last video that I was at. So I'm giving you a little tour of Gym Box. We're going to the one in Bongchon today. And if you're in America, you have no clue what Bongchon means. It's not important. It's just the neighborhood that the gym's at. And that's my favorite one because I used to live near it, like a 3-minute walking distance away. So I used to go there like every day. I still go there like 3 times a week. It's the biggest one, and it just has a lot of lot of different, like it has a ton of squat racks and some pretty good machines, so I like that one. And there's also like a little posing room. It's not a posing room, but it's like a private PT room that's not always used, so a lot of guys practice posing in there sometimes. So hopefully after I hit this back workout, I can jump in there if nobody's in there and try to get some posing in. Damn, you see that Burger King right there? Man, that's the hardest part about living in the city when you're on a diet, is you have to walk by all these fucking restaurants and they all smell great. And you look in the window and everybody's just smiling, stuff in their face, and I'm like walking by off like 200 calories. But yeah, like when I lived in the suburbs, when you're driving everywhere, you don't really have to, it's not in your face as much. So it's a little harder. I don't know if you can see, but my cheekbones are starting to pop. It's a good sign, I guess. Usually my face holds the most fat. So once I see my face getting a little bit skinnier, then I'm like, okay, the fat's coming off. But anyways, we're gonna hit back today. Today is more of like a lat focused back day. We're gonna hit a little bit of thickness, but mostly it's gonna be lats. We're going for width. So I'm probably gonna do 3 to 4 width exercises, and then we're gonna hit maybe 2 exercises for thickness, and then I'm gonna finish with some lower back extensions. So that's the plan. Pretty nice day today. It's kind of gloomy, but the sky's a little blue. Pretty nice still t-shirt and shorts. Beginning of September. We're about like 2 weeks out now. So I'm feeling pretty good, but I gotta get this last layer of fat off, and I gotta hold on to as much muscle as possible. So that's the goal for the next 2 weeks. High protein, basically as low calorie as I can, but still getting all my protein in. This video is not going to be like a meal video or anything. I'm not going to show what I'm eating all day, because it's just literally like chicken breast and vegetables for the next like 2 or 3 meals, and then a shake at the end of the day. I only show my breakfast because it was kind of cool to eat kimchi. So I gotta speak a little more Korean since the kimchi's in my blood right now. So here I go. 오늘 등 운동해요. 힘들어요. 준비 대회 힘들어요. 하지만 excited. I don't know the word. 신내, right? I think 신내 is excited. So if you know how to say excited, leave it in the comments. But anyways, we're going to smash this pre-workout and hope that I don't have a heart attack. And then we're gonna jump in the back. I'm not gonna film me stretching or me on the foam roller, because it's just fucking boring, honestly. So I'll see you for the first back exercise. Peace. That was just a little activation sets. I don't count that as a working set. That's just a little something to warm up the lats, to help me with muscle mind connection instead of just jumping right into something. So that's always good for me. I like to add a little activation before I get into like my working sets. So I did 3 sets of these with like just 10 to 15 on each arm, nothing heavy, just something to get the blood in there. So now we're gonna move on to lat pull down. With lat pull down, we're gonna do our warm-up sets, right? And then I'm gonna do 2 working sets of a regular just overhand grip, and then 2 working sets of underhand. But yeah, so 4 working sets total, 2 overhand, 2 underhand, and that's how it's going. So we're done with 2 exercises so far. We did our 2 different lats, pull downs, and then we did bar row. And now we're gonna move to a lat machine, like a low row. I love a good low row. And for the haters that are gonna say that my bar row form sucks, I know it's a work in progress, but I feel like with the hunched over a little bit, I can isolate my lats more and my upper back and focus less on the bottom of my back, my lower back. So with the machines, they're a bit more isolated, you know. So with more isolated movements, I do higher reps. We're still only gonna do like 2 or 3 sets, working sets, but we're going to up the reps to like 12 to 15, just to focus more on the small details. So the first 2 exercises we did, the lat pull down and the bar row, that was like 8 to 10 reps. And we only did 2 working sets because those are a little bit bigger movements. But with these, like a low row machine, you can kind of burn out a little bit more. So that's what we're doing. If I can get more than 12, I'm gonna go to 15 or 18, you know, basically almost to failure. Because, fuck it. So the final movement for lats is going to be a dumbbell pullover. I usually do cable rope pullover, but I don't know, today, if you do the same exercise for a few months, then it's good to switch it up. Same movement, just a little slightly different grip, different motion. So it's always good to switch things up sometimes. So this is the last lat movement, and then we might do one more for some mid and high trap for some thickness. So yeah, we'll do 3 sets of this, moderate reps, 3 sets, maybe 12 reps, nothing too high, nothing too low. So that one felt pretty good. It's better for the stretch. You gotta be careful of your shoulders. I usually keep my shoulders pinched back a little bit, and you can kind of keep your elbows open to get a really good stretch. So I'll do 2, you can't tell if I'm in the frame or not. I'm kind of looking at the mirror. We're gonna do 2 more sets, 65 minutes, and we burn like 750 calories. So those fucking egg whites, RIP, they were gone on the fucking bus ride. Alright, let's get it. It was we burned like 1,800 calories with cardio and lifting together. So I need a good meal and a nap. But the good meal is literally like 200 grams of chicken breast and some mixed vegetables. But honestly, when you're dieting and you're always hungry, those meals that typically sound terrible are actually taste pretty good. So I'm gonna eat that and probably have a nap. And that's about it. I might see you later for cardio, or I might just end the video here. I don't know yet. So stay tuned. Whoa. So I just finished the night cardio. It was pretty fucking good. I did 45 minutes on the stair machine, and then I just did 30 minutes of incline walking. So that was, and I did 45 minutes on the elliptical after my back workout. So that was about 45 plus 45 plus 30. It's like an hour and 45 minutes of cardio plus a crazy back day. So the calories are super fucking high. I kind of like the night cardio because you're a bit tired, and then it kind of puts you in that mindset of like, it's hard to explain because it's also a grind in the morning cardio too. But I guess I feel a little lazier in the nighttime. So it was more of a struggle to get there. I'll say that. Usually in the morning, you just wake up and autopilot, get to the gym, and then you get going. But yeah, I feel a little bit, you kind of gotta be a little crazy to do shit like this, like psychologically crazy, to just put yourself through all this, and then you're gonna do it again tomorrow, and you know you're gonna enjoy it too. That's the sick part about it, because it's about the end goal. You know what I mean? People are like, how do you eat chicken and steak every day and go to the gym every day? But like, honestly, I don't like that shit all the time, but I'm not doing it for their, like, cause they like it. You know, I do it cause I got a goal and I'm trying to do it. Like, that's why people, they don't think about their goal when they're trying to do something. They just think like, oh, this diet sucks. Instead of thinking like, oh, like, if I stick to this diet, people are gonna be looking at me on the beach, and not like, oh, if I keep eating this shit food, I'm just gonna be fat, you know. So it's kind of like, I'm not like when I eat that food, I'm not eating it with like resentment or regret, because I know it's good for me, right? Just like people getting in shape to go to the beach, they're not thinking about how shitty the food is. They're thinking about people looking at them on the beach, you know. So just keep in mind the fucking goal. You know, it's so simple. You just have to do it. But people just want the easy way, you know. And I feel like if it was that easy, every asshole in the world would be walking around with an 8-pack, right? So it's the end of my rant for today. I'm gonna have my last meal when I get home, which is just gonna be chicken and vegetables, and get a shower and get some work done. It's about like 9:30 right now, so got about 2 more hours till gonna go to bed. And then yeah, we got a decent amount. It was a good day though. It started off rough. I was super dizzy during my whole back workout. Honestly thought I wasn't gonna make it, but just keep pushing. So yeah, so the lesson for today is do the shit you don't want to do, because your current spot of where you are is not where you want to be, right? Like, you eat like shit every day and you look like shit. So why would that change just because you want to change? You got to take the action, basically, right? Like I said, if you want to be the one that stands out at the beach, you got to be the crazy motherfucker that's in the gym all the time and eating the diet food, which is actually good for your body anyway. I'm all for a cheat meal here and there, but nobody should be in the habit of like always going out to eat or always relying on that drink after work. It's just a lot of small habits add up to the bigger picture. So tweak a few things in your daily life and shit falls into place much quicker than you would imagine, you know. But people think like the idea of it is too unappealing or it's too hard, so they don't even really give it a shot. You know, you think 3 years ago when I was smashing 4 bottles of soju after work every day and not even looking at the gym, I would have never thought I would be in the position I'm in right now, you know. But small steps, more consistent workout, started dieting more, cut back on the booze, and now eventually, like, when I get ready for a contest, I don't even think about alcohol. Like, I don't crave alcohol at all. I thought when I first did my first contest prep, I thought I'd be craving a drink like every day, but honestly, when you're focused and you feel better, you don't really think about shit like that. But on the flip side, I do think about eating some cake or a cookie like daily. But it's mental toughness that you just don't eat the fucking cookie, because you know what's gonna happen if you fall back into those habits. So that is a wrap for today's video. Thank you for watching. Contest prep, 2 weeks out, 2 weeks to 3 weeks out. We got our first show September 17th, and the second show, that's the pro qualifier, September 24th. So stay tuned. This is a big week. Practice posing every day, 2 hours of cardio every day, obviously lifting every day. I'll probably take one rest day. Yeah, super low calories. You know, I burned 2,800 calories today, but I've only ate like 1,200. So think about that when you're eating your goddamn sausage egg McMuffin, because that's what I want. All right, peace. Ciao, ciao.